All right, well, here we go, Sundance. Are you ready? We are kicking off ESPN Saturday night match number 1 with Capture the Flag on Onslaught. Yeah, that's right. The crowd here in Vegas is going crazy because we're going to see some sick sniping, some sick rocketing, and some overshield control. We're going to be starting this one off with team captain of Str8 Rippin. It is Big Daddy Tsquared. Well, Tsquared is going to try and get the rockets, but he is going to be shut down early by Lunchbox and Walshy. We're going to stay on board while we're watching Snipe Down get on top of his tower with that sniper rifle. Meanwhile, Walshy already has the flag out for Instinct. So Instinct coming off a huge start here, Sonny.
Yeah, and we've seen how Instinct likes to play this game type bucket. Their plan is they're going to get your flag, they're going to keep you in disarray and try and capitalize when you make mistakes. Because if you rush out and try and stop that capture, usually they got someone right in your base waiting there when 2 or 3 are down to pull another flag. As you'll see Walshy and Soviet do that time and time again. Well,
props to Str8 Rippin there. They were able to come back and stop the flag run there from Instinct. Meanwhile, we are watching Tsquared trying to slip in through the mauler to his opponent's flag, and there he's got it. Legit is going to be sitting in the pit, blocking those needler spawns, and he's going to be protecting as well. Oh, Tsquared missed in the green box jump, but he has great protection here from Legit and Elamite Warrior. Tsquared finally going to be taken down. Sundance, I want to jump on board with the captain of Instinct. It's Walshy. Walshy moving to his training. Elamite Warrior one-on-one battle, and Walshy with the perfect 4-shot there.
You know, we talk about how Instinct is the objective-focused team, but this is really one of Str8 Rippin's strongest game types. They're 12-2 CTF in the pit for the entire season. So
12-2.
12-2. They've only dropped 2 games, and they were close games. So Instinct getting a win on this first game is only going to bode well for them the rest of the series. And since Toronto, Instinct is 3-2 in this game type, which is a little bit of a surprise.
Well, of course, a couple of those losses definitely came from Str8 Rippin, as we saw in Toronto. Walshy being taken down, all 4 members of Instinct actually being taken out at once. Now, you're seeing team captain Walshy. He's going to be calling out the strats here to the rest of the team. And I want to go to the red team. Let's go check out what the objective mastermind Legit is doing. Now, Legit, he is coming in with food poisoning today, Sundance. I was talking to Elamite Warrior, and he said last night, Legit was playing better Halo than I've ever seen out of any player in the entire world in the course of Halo 3's history. But today, he's coming in sick. He woke up this morning throwing up. He's been going to bed in between matches, but now he is looking to try and tough it out. He's going to fight as hard as he can, and he's going to try and get Str8 Rippin into the winner's bracket finals with a big win over Instinct here.
Well, you know, it's tough. I mean, you got to play through adversity, obviously, and the championship comes around once a year. We talked earlier about, you know, Michael Jordan having some of his best games when he had the flu, but Legit is the type of a player. Remember, this is basically 4 all-stars on one team. Legit on a lot of teams would be their primary star. This guy does whatever it takes to get the job done. You see him right there with the sniper rifle going to work.
I just love watching him.
He's a beast. He's a beast. And the thing about it is he's often overlooked, which just allows him to play his game even more. But a lot of respect going out to him for playing through it, the illness, obviously. But there is no tomorrow, Bucket.
Oh, Roy, arguably one of the best battle rifles, if not the best battle rifle in the game. He just got 4-shotted by Legit, and Legit has hit 3 players that I've seen so far with the sniper rifle, dropping their shield, and now he's going to take down Soviet as Str8 Rippin puts in the first flag, and Legit is in position to slay and grab a second flag here. But he is going to be shut down by Roy.
Now, even though that flag didn't get very far, what it does is it makes Instinct cautious of that. On respawn, they have to watch it, so the counter cap is then eliminated. Good play by Legit. He knew he was all out there by himself, out of sniper ammo. Did a great thing right there. By the way, rockets should be floating around here pretty soon.
And we're going to jump on board with Soviet. He was on those rockets. Now he comes through Dark Hallway to help his teammate out with the kill on Legit. Now, you also see Legit's name here is too Legit. He's bringing it back old school, Sundance. Did big things in Vegas last year, looking to do them again. Here it's Soviet one-on-one versus Elamite Warrior. Elamite had the first shot, and Soviet scares Elamite away. Soviet trying to stay alive. He's in the enemy's base. He's able to snake away towards the mauler, and then he's going to finally be taken down. But it looks like Str8 Rippin is doing a great job of controlling the power weapons so far in this game, and of course the power-ups, as you see Legit getting the second overshield of the game.
And we mentioned that's one of the keys to success for them. You know, a lot of people talk about Tsquared and his love of the sniper rifle and the rocket. There's a reason. You get those weapons in your hand, and obviously you're going to be doing some damage. But again, as you said, look at Legit again. Putting pressure on Instinct space. Not let. Oh, whoa!
Betrayal there from Elamite Warrior. Unfortunate stick, just a random plasma grenade catching him in the back. Legit not phased by it though. And of course, we got to give props to the guy wearing the blue Dr. Pepper shirt in the background. That is the new coach of Str8 Rippin, Elamite Warrior's little brother and former player from Breaking Point. It is Ace, a top player in his own right, looking to bring his experience as a player to come help Str8 Rippin with a big win here in Vegas.
Oh, that was nasty.
Yeah, we're going to snipe down.
Let's watch some snipe down. Now, this kid's a human highlight reel. We all know that. But when he's on fire, he does amazing things. Last event, I spoke to him a little bit, and he was really disappointed with his performance. And you know what? Most people would look at the stats he had and they'd be okay with it. Snipe Down wasn't. He wrote a long blog to the community, and all the Str8 Rippin fans apologizing for his performance.
He felt bad.
Which is crazy, but you know what? I like that. This kid has a little bit on his shoulder right there. It's a chip. Some would call it arrogance. You know what I call it? I call it a kid who's good, who knows it, and he's going to put it out there, dude.
He reminds me of Brian Urlacher. He's got that swagger. Well, there you go.
As long as you can back it up, I mean, you can't really complain. I mean, he is our first ever Old Spice Rising Star Award winner here in his 2008.
And you know what? I want to jump on board, though, Farouk. We're going to go with a guy who's heating things up. It was Soviet. He just picked up a big double kill. He's going to be taken down, though, by Elamite Warrior. But we're going to stay on board with Soviet a bit here. Now, Sundance, as I mentioned earlier before the game started, Soviet comes in with a ton of hype. The community loves him. Whenever I play online with him, he puts at least 40 kills up in objective games. Complete monster, but he seems to struggle with the experience, seems to just get shut down.
I think, he's a bit of a shy kid, you know what I mean? And that sometimes can work against you. Some guys can get away with that, but I've seen his ability. He has it. Walshy is an amazing scout of talent and ability, and he said, this is my guy. And much as he did with Killer N back in the day, another kid who was just a raw talent. Now, the crazy thing is in Toronto, when Str8 Rippin defeated Instinct both times they played, Soviet had his 2 worst series statistically. Now, this is since joining the team. He went -25 in the first and -36 in the second. Now, Walshy also had a tough time in Toronto when he's going -36 in the first series. But I really look at Walshy and I say, you know what, he can go negative a little bit because he's going to do so much. But Soviet's got to be a leader. He's got to be at least even.
Gotta agree with you on that one, Sundance. We're staying on board here with Soviet, trying to lock down on the training. Here he's got Tsquared one-on-one, and now he's gonna have his sniper rifle to work with after shutting down Tsquared's killing spree. Hit Snipe Down once there, but Snipe Down's team shot with the help of Legit was able to take him out. Soviet here looks a little bit nervous, but he also, he looks comfortable here on the main stage. We're checking out Lunchbox and Walshy. I want to jump on board with a Str8 Rippin member. We're going to jump on board with Tsquared. He's got the sniper rifle once again for Str8 Rippin, and there he puts it to use on Roy. Just missed a big shot for the second headshot, but cleaned it up with a body shot. And Soviet, he's got a sniper of his own. We're going back to him.
I'll tell you what, right now, you definitely see these teams have warmed up a little bit. They're going back and forth with each other. What I'm looking for, though, is for Instinct to come up with one of their kind of trademark plays, whereas you're going to see a player maybe sitting in that base, waiting until there are a couple people down, pulling the flag, being disruptive, and usually that's going to key off of Roy and Lunchbox swarming and covering their teammates.
Now, we've seen Instinct so far. They've made a few big pushes where all 4 members are able to get on the Str8 Rippin side of the map, but they keep getting shut down. Meanwhile, when Str8 Rippin gets into the Instinct base, they're able to hold down their positions. They're able to fortify those positions and start the spawn kill. That is exactly what Instinct needs to do if they want to start turning these big pushes into flag captures. Here we got Soviet chasing after 2 Legit. They always say don't chase in Halo 3, but Soviet's not scared of anything. Legit wasn't expecting it, and now he's going to be rewarded with a big double kill. And here, it may be a triple, but no, nice 4-shot there by Elamite Warrior.
And that's a really good sign for Str8. Last event, Elamite had a little bit of an off event. Towards the end of the series, he ran out of gas, it seemed like. But if he's going to be solid, the kid's an all-around star. He does every facet of the game, plays it well, and really knowledgeable. He's a leader on this team, helping to captain Tsquared out a lot. You ask T2 who the actual leader on the team is, and he'll tell you Elamite.
Yeah, and if you actually talk to the other players around the league, they'll tell you that the best captain, who's not a captain, it is Elamite Warrior. He's the guy coming up with a lot of the Str8 Rippin strategies, who he says has actually been copied by a lot of the other teams in the league. and he is always the guy keeping the team in it when things look bad. And it looks